Hello my dear friends and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video we're going to be talking about an exciting new tease for the Book of Boba Fett. So there's going to be no jibber jabber today, let's dive straight into it. So if you guys think back to a couple of weeks ago when Robert Rodriguez spoke to Collider, he said flat out that the show is going to over-deliver and blow our minds. Well, in a brand new interview that he gave with a channel called The Nerdy Basement, and a big shout out to those guys, Robert Rodriguez gave another small tease, but you can hear in his voice how truly passionate and hyped he is about the series. I will be playing the clip for you in a moment, but just to reiterate, in his own words he said that while he can't say anything because he's sworn to silence, he can say he's working on it, and I can tell you it will blow your mind. I can tell you that. And then he says, you saw him arrive in my episode, and he's referring to The Mandalorian chapter 14, and how in comparison to the Book of Boba Fett, that was nothing. I know it's going to deliver, it's going to over-deliver.
I can't say anything. I'm sworn to silence. I can say I'm working on it, and I can tell you, it's blowing your mind. I can tell you that. You saw him arrive in my episode on.
Of course.
Okay, that was nothing.
That was nothing. Oh man, see, not.
So once again, he's repeating the over-deliver line that he's said many times before, and it just goes to show you his work ethic. He's such an incredible director and writer, and the behind the scenes of The Mandalorian Season 2, the Disney Gallery if you will, showed us how much he loves and respects the character of Boba Fett. And with all the rumours that we've heard of various characters like Bossk and Cad Bane and many others, it really sounds like this series is going to be an instant fan favourite. And I will say that even if none of the rumours pan out, I honestly wouldn't care that much. As long as the show is good, which I'm sure it is going to be, I'm happy. Now look, cameos are such a great thing in Star Wars, but they're not everything. And at the end of the day, it's 2021 and we're getting a freaking Boba Fett series. It's going to be all killer, no filler. As fans, what more could we ask for? And your favourite jibber-jabbering fangirl from the UK over here is super psyched. So as I say, as far as I'm concerned, the rumours and reports have made this a very exciting build-up, but hearing the passion in Robert's voice is more than enough. And in a massive way, he's just like us, a massive Star Wars fan who is as giddy as any of us were as kids watching Star Wars for the first time, and now as adults watching it for the millionth time. So I can't wait, I'm more excited than ever, and we're just under 3 months away. We know it's coming in December, but we don't have an exact release date just yet for when exactly in the month it's going to drop. I'm sure Lucasfilm are going to announce something very soon, given that we're closer and closer to the series. And of course, one of the questions I get asked all the time is when can we expect our first trailer? Honestly, it could be any time from now until I'd say November the 12th, when Disney are holding a promotional event for their major IPs, which includes Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar. I think what's really amazing, if you set aside the rumours for this show, is that we don't know anything official. But one rumour which really stood out from Star Wars Newsnet was that Boba Fett might have an upgraded armour, so he might not look identical to The Mandalorian Season 2, but as long as he's the same Boba Fett and still recognisable, that's all I care about. But for such an iconic character, we've waited a long time for this, and there are some of you beloved Megalorians who've waited even longer. If you're an OG to the franchise, I grew up with the prequels, but some of you grew up with the originals. What I will say about the Book of Boba Fett is last week I made a comprehensive video about everything we know for the Book of Boba Fett, and it combines about 6 months worth of rumours, confirmed directors, reports, supposed leaks, and so on. Since it's been released, I've mentioned it a couple of times and a few of you may have picked up on that, but just for anyone who may have missed it, go and check out that video if you want a 10-minute summary of what to expect. Now I just want to talk about little speculation to do with the show and what it means in terms of pop culture and generally the impact it's going to have. I suspect that while diehard Star Wars fans like myself and most of you guys are going to eat this show up, for Lucasfilm I definitely think they've got a double whammy, because the Book of Boba Fett is also going to attract a massive casual fan audience as well. After all, Boba Fett is iconic and instantly recognisable in pop culture outside our fandom. He's in that group of characters like 3PO, Vader, R2-D2, Yoda, and so on, who are immediately recognisable. Even if you aren't the biggest Star Wars fan, you know who they are. So I can imagine the casuals are going to be very curious about this series, and it will be very fascinating if we do get a season 2 as a result. What's going to be very interesting to see is how Lucasfilm decides to market the show. For example, I'm very curious to see what they're going to include in the trailer, what sort of feel they're hoping to achieve, and what that will look like. The reason I say this is because the Book of Boba Fett, for all intents and purposes, is a very new and sort of experimental show for Disney. Yes, of course, it's it's part of The Mandalorian, but the selling points are going to be vastly different. With The Mandalorian Season 1, we didn't get any Grogu in the trailers or promos, and it was marketed as a space western about a lone gunslinger, but Season 2 was all about Grogu, especially in marketing. He was in every teaser trailer, every promo, and I wonder with Boba if they're going to leave the trailer very vague, maybe show us a couple of planets and action scenes, but the big ruse is going to plant one idea about the show in our minds, but really there might be a massive reveal that you never expected when the show actually drops. That would be a very clever tactic, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Basically a big reveal of the same magnitude as when we first saw Grogu. Maybe that's what they're going to do. But as I say, we're so close to the big build-up, and I think once Disney starts promoting the series, there's going to be a huge spike in interest online about the show, and you'll start seeing Book of Boba Fett hype all over the internet. As I always say on this channel, I'm super excited and I can't wait. But what do you guys think? Do you think we're in for something really huge this December? And with 3 months to go, how are you guys feeling about it? Are you excited? Are you enjoying all this hype? And do you enjoy these news updates? This golden age of Star Wars, as we talk about, really starts with the Book of Boba Fett, because with the show starting in December, it's naturally going to seep into 2022. And then of course we have Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, The Mandalorian Season 3, The Bad Batch Season 2, and we may even get more Star Wars Visions, which by the way starts in just a few days' time. If you guys enjoyed today's video, as always, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're brand new, and a huge welcome if you are. We're currently on the road for 100,000 subscribers. This is a dream come true. Thank you all so much for your amazing support. And if you're feeling generous and you want to do a little bit more, then please consider going over to Patreon. The link is down there in the description, and become a patron. Not only do you get exclusive access to videos that are not found here on YouTube, you also get access to my Discord server, and you also help to contribute to what I do every day. But otherwise, my dear friends, this is where we part ways. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, but until then, may the Force be with you. I'm Star Wars Meg, wishing you all a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. Have a good one.